2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Taylor. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Colin Saunders breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Play action. Now Taylor.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jahan Dotson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You have no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Let's just call it, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Michael Mayer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have come back to make it a 2-point game.
After right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Taylor. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and they'll throw incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now...
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert gets it downfield to Mayer. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to drive a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action with Taylor.
They'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit. That's quickly out to Harrison.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Play action, it's Taylor.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit, Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Here's Taylor to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. On the crossing route, complete. It's Harrison. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marvin Harrison Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. They're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times we talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
Now Taylor, a final shot before break. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
And it is caught downfield by Harrison.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Taylor.
That's caught by Harrison, right side.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And now they'll audible to something else.
Taylor will throw.
That one downfield for Dotson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Taylor.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Taylor. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Taylor. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. George Kittle, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert now.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here's Taylor.
He'll hit Mostert again here.
Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Taylor.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit.
Back to throw again.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's quickly out to Harrison. There he goes again.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 39 that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now it's Taylor. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
Touchdown, Houston.
Raheem Mostert.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Oh, this is blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how is this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was stamped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he shifts past him, and he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So here's a 3rd and 14. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Oh, Taylor going to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, to be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is, on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.